everyone. So today I have a 30-minute class designed for opening and releasing the hamstrings. So for all of June, I'm going to do a series where I focus on the hamstrings. Hamstrings are these really strong groups of muscles that are there in the backs of our thighs. And they just help us do a lot of things, but they're really big muscles, so they tend to be quite strong and also rigid at the same time. So we want to be able to have good mobility in them, to be able to do a variety of things. Plus, like, tight hamstrings can lead to tighter low back and tighter hips. They're all interconnected. So this class is meant to release our hamstrings and open them up. So I hope you enjoy, and this class is meant for all levels of yoga practitioners, and we will be doing a Hatha style class today, and that means we will stay in each posture for about 5 breaths or so to really enjoy the benefit of it. Yeah? So I would like to start class by coming to a comfortable seat, and we'll begin with pranayama, which is Sanskrit for mindful breathing. So just any kind of comfortable seat, with your eyes closed, relax your shoulders, nice tall spine. Place your hands on your knees or your thighs. Go ahead, close your eyes. And just begin to take in some slow inhales and exhales. And I want you to think about your inhales and exhales being pretty intentional. So by that I mean I want you to maybe have like a 4 to 5 second inhale, right, from your navel all the way up into your throat. And the same 4 to 5 second exhale from throat all the way back down to your navel. In through your nose, out through your nose. As you inhale, relax your belly. As you exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract your core. Use your lungs, push all the air out. We'll do 5 more like this. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract and pull up. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, relax. Exhale, contract. And just practice this breath for the next 5 breaths on your own. that this is your breath that you will use, this rhythm that you've cultivated that you will use throughout our class today. On your inhale, bring your palms together, rub them, build a little bit of heat, and then cover your eyes with your hands, with your palms, and then slowly come onto your hands and knees, beginning cat-cow. So coming onto your hands and knees, all 10 fingers spread nice and wide, knees underneath your hips, palms underneath your shoulders. On an inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, curl like a cat. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Use the entire inhale to move. And then exhale, curl, entire exhale. So go nice and slow. There's no rush to get from one side, from one posture to the next. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, curl. Coming back to a neutral spine, just look back at your feet gently side to side, kind of massaging your side body. And then slowly preparing for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So first walk your palms out an inch or so in front of your shoulders. So let me tell you, there's nothing better than downward dog to open up your hamstrings. It's one of the best postures. So curl your toes, really slowly inhale, lift your hips up and back. Push your thighs away from you, push your hips up and back. And we're actually gonna warm up. So bend one knee a lot more than the other. Just really gently cycle out your legs. And I encourage you to maybe inhale, bend one knee, exhale, bend the other one. So go nice and slow. And doing calf lifts. So lift your heels up super high on an inhale. Exhale, slowly bring your heels back down. A couple more times. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, heels come back down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, heels back down. And then bring your knees all the way back down onto the mat. So taking a little bit of a break. I'm going to show you a couple of modifications for downward facing dog. So inhale, slowly lift your shins up, come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. So the key to really opening up our hamstrings and activating them is pushing our palms down into the mat. Shift your weight back, like your hips up and back. And if it's really challenging for you to have straight knees, you can totally have a slight bend in them, right? What's more important is that you have that length in your spine, in your back, right? So you can totally bend your knees and stay in downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then you can work to slowly straighten your legs while maintaining that length in your upper back. So stay here in downward dog, whatever version you're doing, bent knees or straight. A couple more breaths. Heels pushing down into the mat. On an inhale, look forward. Exhale, slowly walk your feet forward. Hang your head nice and heavy, nod yes. Shake, shake no. Have a slight bend in your knees as you stay in this forward fold and just relax here for a couple more breaths. And then with control, slowly peel your spine up bone by bone. Lift your arms up all the way. Exhale, arms come down by your side, hands come to your heart. Setting a quick intention for our practice today. No matter how short we practice, how little we practice, doesn't matter. Just set an intention, a purpose, a mental purpose for your practice today on the mat. Take a deep inhale. With an exhale, we seal that intention for ourselves, wishing everyone a great practice. We'll do just 3 Surya Namaskar A's today to warm up our muscles. On an inhale, arms lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, looking up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, drop your knees down modified, elbows come to 90. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, modified upward facing dog, knees stay on the mat, lift your chest. Exhale, come back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, arms lift all the way up. Exhale, palms come down by your side. 2 more. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, looking up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, drop your knees down, elbows 90. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog, modified. Exhale, come back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, arms lift all the way up. Exhale, arms come down by your side. Samastiti. Last Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, Uttita Tadasana, lift up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, drop your knees down, elbows 90, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breathe. Pull your navel in and up as you inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, arms lift all the way up. Exhale, palms come down. Getting ready for Trikonasana, triangle. So right foot steps forward, left foot steps back. Make it parallel with the short edge of your mat. Inhale, arms come out into a T. Exhale, reach forward, right arm comes down, left arm stays up, making sure your chest is nice and open. Breathe, strong legs. If you have a block, you're welcome to use a block on the inside of your foot. Steady your balance. One more deep inhale here. Full exhale. Inhale. Slowly come on up. Getting ready for Alanasana, crescent lunge, same leg. So bend your right knee, lift your left heel up off the mat. So nice bend. And keep your left leg really straight, especially that back, right? Just keep steady, keep balance, lift your arms up. Engage your navel. Relax your shoulders. Breathe steady. One more deep inhale. Exhale. With control, slowly land your feet. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. So turn your toes in, okay? Heels out, right? Press your feet into the mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Fold forward, right? So hands can come down onto the mat. If you have a yoga block, your hands can come onto a yoga block, right? So yogi's choice. Inhale, look up. Now exhale, I want everybody to shift your weight really slightly forward onto your toes. It's a really small, almost imperceptible shift. It's just a small like weight shift.
and then fold forward. And you'll feel like really, again, press your feet into the mat. You don't want all your weight back at your heels. You want some of it onto your toes as well. And this posture is so good for your hamstrings. Just breathe. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Look up, halfway lift, hands at the waist. And then exhale, come on up the rest of the way. Turn your right foot back forward. Walk your left foot in, right? Have your feet now closer towards each other, but then have both your feet face the same direction. Right? Getting ready for Parsvottanasana pyramid. So if your balance is challenged for here, you can widen the stance between your feet to give your hips more space and get a little bit better balance. So yogi's choice. All right? So steady your feet. Hands at the hips to start. Take a little bit of a back bend and then exhale. Hinge forward. Bringing your chin towards your right shin. Relax your head and neck. Hands can stay on the waist or hands can come down onto the ground. Again, inhale, look up, and then exhale. Fold deep. And again, if you need a little bend in that front knee, if your hamstrings are really, really tight, take a little micro bend in that front leg in your right knee. Breathe. Two more breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come up slowly the rest of the way. And now I'm just going to take my left foot to the back of the mat, getting ready for a triangle. So my left foot is going to face the back of the mat. Right foot is going to be parallel with the short edge. Inhale, arms come out into a T. Exhale, reach forward. Left arm comes down, right arm stays up. Again, if you have a block, use a block underneath your left hand. Keep an open chest. Push your hips forward, head back. Breathe. Most important, breathe. Stay steady. Inhale, slowly lift your torso on up, getting ready for Alanasana, crescent lunge on left leg. So bend into that left knee, lift your right heel up off the mat, right? So really try to have a nice straight, strong right leg, bent left knee. Steady yourself here and then lift your arms up, relax your shoulders. Breathe. Two more breaths. And then inhale, slowly straighten that left leg. Same thing, Prasarita Padottanasana. So turn your toes in, heels out a little. So this time our hands are gonna stay at the waist. Relax your shoulders, okay? So take a deep inhale, exhale, fold forward. So same shift, like gently shift your weight forward onto your toes, right? Onto the balls of your feet. And that actually helps you bring your head a little bit closer down to the ground. So hands stay at the waist, but point your elbows up towards the ceiling. Like you're almost trying to touch your elbows at the back. Strong legs. Breathe. One more deep inhale. Exhale. On an inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, come up the rest of the way. Turning your left foot now to the back of the mat. Walk your right foot in closer. They're about 2 feet distance, right? So turn both your feet to face the same direction. So turn your right foot forward as well. And again, if balance is challenging, you can sort of widen the stance of your right and left, right? Okay, hands at the waist for Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Little back bend on an inhale. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Chin towards that left shin. So again, hands can stay at the waist. Hands can come down to the ground. Inhale, look up wherever you are. Exhale, really fold into it. Again, if you need a micro bend in that left knee, go ahead and take it. One more deep inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, look up, hands at the waist, halfway lift. Exhale, come on up the rest of the way. Heel toe your feet together. Shake out your legs, coming on down to the mat for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. More hamstring stretching, but so good for you. So flex your feet, so toes kind of almost point back. Again, if your hamstrings are super tight for this posture, you can always bend your knees, right? So inhale, arms lift up. Either legs straight or knees bent. Exhale, fold forward, grab onto the sides of your feet or ankles or shin, whatever you're able to reach today. And then for those of us with bent knees, you can work to eventually push your heels out. You know, when I say eventually, maybe it'll take a couple of weeks to get there of regularly doing this, or, you know, even a month or two, that's totally fine. Take your time, or even longer. So for those of us with straight legs, no matter where you are, take a deep inhale. Exhale, everybody lengthen your spine over your legs and breathe. One more deep inhale, relax your head and neck. And then slowly come on up. Baddha Konasana, bound angle. So this is more for hips, but with all the leg straightening that we did, this is just a really good relief posture. So bringing the soles of your feet together, grabbing on to your feet and have them open like pages in a book. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, round your back for this variation and bring your forehead as closest to your, feet or toes that you can. Breathe in deeply, exhale deeply. Really settle in. And then inhale, slowly come up. Bring your legs out, coming onto your back. When you do, hug your knees into your chest, gently rock side to side. And then go ahead, bring your feet down onto the mat. Keep your knees bent.
Keep your knees and feet hip width distance, so not too wide, not right next to each other. So hip width apart. Hands rest alongside body. Relax. And make sure before you lift, so I have a super bendy back, so I always have to be mindful of this. So I personally have to do a little bit of a pelvic tilt to make sure my back is fully flat on the mat, and this is how you know you're actually engaging the right muscles before you lift into bridge. So making sure, right, that your back is flat, that you should be able, like if I don't engage anything, I'm able to put my whole hand underneath, like my back, my low back, and you shouldn't be able to do that before you lift into bridge. So adjust yourself such that your entire back is flat. Press your feet down, and then inhale, lift your hips up. Nice open chest. Breathe, again, that purposeful, intentional inhale, exhale. And then with control, exhale all the way back down. Hug your knees into your chest, gently rock side to side. And then relax your left leg on the mat. Bend your right knee, hug your right knee. Now tug that right knee in towards your right shoulder. So kind of pull it at an angle. And then slowly let it go and lift it up towards the ceiling. We're gonna take a gentle variation of one of my favorite postures today. So just clasp onto your right thigh, at the back of your right thigh, right? Flex your right foot as if you want to stamp on the ceiling. Keep that right leg pretty active. So really help your right leg straighten. Support it as much as you can. Again, most important, breathe. So the more challenging variation of this one is you would, reach up further and eventually grab your big toe. But for today, we're just gonna be here, and this is work, and this is also really great. You don't always have to do 120%. And then bend your knee, that right knee, hug it again towards that right shoulder. And then release, other side. So bend that left knee, hug, and kind of tug it towards that left shoulder. And then let it go, slowly lift it up towards the ceiling. Same thing, really flex your left foot as if you're gonna, put a stamp on the ceiling. Keep your left leg as straight as possible. Really use your hands to help support that straightening as much as you can. And as always, breathe. One more deep inhale. Full exhale. And then go ahead, bend that left knee again. Hug it at an angle towards that left shoulder. Now hug both your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side.
And then coming into Savasana. So extend your legs out onto the mat. Shake them out a little. Relax your arms alongside. Go ahead, close your eyes and try not to control the breath any longer. Just let natural breathing occur as you rest in the most important posture that we will do today. It's the most important posture in all of yoga, Shavasana. Rest. Begin to bring awareness into your body, into your breath. Rock your head side to side. And then bend your knees, turn your body to the right side, and slowly lift yourself up to a comfortable seat. With your eyes still closed, bringing your hands to your heart. Taking a moment to give our body gratitude for all that it's able to do. On an inhale, thumbs lift to forehead for good thoughts. On an inhale, thumbs come to lips for kind words. On an inhale, thumbs come to heart for good intentions. From my light to yours, thank you guys so much for practicing with me this evening or this morning or any other time of day. I'm so glad you could make it. It's my privilege to be your teacher. We bow together. Namaste.